This whole subsidy debate might have just become the deciding factor of Nigeria's 2027 elections. Now, something happened in Nigerian politics last week that nobody in the ruling party saw coming. And whether you support it or oppose it, you need to understand exactly what just shifted, because the 2027 elections just found its defining issue. But before we get there, let me tell you something about democracy that this whole subsidy debate has reminded me of. Now, democracy at its most fundamental level is not about who is right. It is about options. It is about a system that says, here are different people with different visions, different ideologies, different answers to the same problems. And it is your job as a citizen to choose which answer speaks the most to your reality. Now, think about what recently happened in New York City. Zohran Mamdani ran for mayor on a platform of cheaper rent, free buses, and more affordable housing. The moment he announced his campaign, the criticism was immediate and it was fierce. Economists called him a socialist. Business interests warned his policies would cripple New York's economy. Critics said he didn't understand how markets work. But here's what happened. Millions of New Yorkers who couldn't afford their rent, who were spending a third of their income on transportation, who were one missed paycheck away from eviction, those people heard Mamdani's promises and said, that's my life he's describing. That's my pain he's speaking to. And they voted for him. Not because they were ignorant, not because they didn't understand economics, but because their lived experience told them, the current system wasn't working for them and they wanted something different. This is democracy. And this is democracy doing exactly what it was designed to do. Look at what happened in France when Marine Le Pen's movement grew, not because French intellectuals suddenly agreed with her ideology, but because working-class French citizens who felt left behind by globalization found her economic nationalism, to their daily reality. Look at what happened in the United Kingdom, with Brexit. Every major economist, every major institution, virtually every credentialed expert said leaving the European Union was economically irrational. But millions of British citizens in post-industrial towns who hadn't felt the benefits of European integration in decades look at those experts and said, your economic models don't describe my life. And they voted leave. The experts weren't necessarily wrong, about the economics. But the people weren't wrong about their pain either. This is the tension that democracy lives inside. And Nigeria just walked straight into the middle of it. Now, for most of this year, the 2027 election felt almost settled. The ruling party